Buying a home in the Treasure Valley has been a roller coaster since the coronavirus pandemic, with prices spiking, a general lack of availability, and out-of-state buyers flooding the market with cash. Many local buyers have felt priced out. Despite the perception, Michael and Payton Heiser, a local couple, entered the market for their first home this year, and what they found surprised them.
We got married in April of last year, and we want to start a family. We figured the next step was to own a house before we start having kids.
And rent adds up. Might as well be going towards something that's ours, I guess.
Michael and Payton Heiser, 28 and 25 years old, told me they didn't know much, if anything, about purchasing real estate, but credited their connection to their realtor for helping them untangle the complicated process. Unexpectedly, they found options for price ranges and for styles of homes. Through their realtor, they connected with lenders, found a home, placed an offer, and got accepted, all in the span of a few months. None of this tracked with their preconceived notions about the market, and they both agreed they wanted to encourage more young and local residents of the Treasure Valley to look into buying.
Unless somehow you have a background in this, I think that general knowledge is pretty limited on the housing market and what goes on behind it.
Be open-minded about what you're seeing, what kind of houses you're seeing. My whole perspective changed, and so I would just say be open-minded, do your research, look at the numbers, and make a decision from there.
The couple's realtor, Josh Cormier, said the market was showing overall signs of improvement, but even though the Heisers had a smooth experience, there are still distinct local groups struggling to break into the housing market.
It's a reality for a lot of people. So where you see people dropping out of the housing market, you are really seeing them drop out of the middle class, which is a huge problem. I would go far enough to say that that's a crisis that needs to be addressed. Folks that grew up in Boise are used to being able to make a median salary. It was easy to be blue collar in Boise and make some wealth for yourself. Now, if you're feeling like I'm working as hard as I've ever worked, but my income is static, sometimes what you're left with in order to take care of yourself and take care of your family, and if you don't have the support system, you don't necessarily have the same choices. Understandably frustrated, and it is a real experience that a lot of people are experiencing.
But both phenomena can be true at once, where housing may be accessible to dual-income families and remain inaccessible to others. Despite this, Jared Cook, an economist and real estate specialist at Zions Bank, says over 70% of the bank's new home loans last year were to first-time home buyers.
So at Zions Bank, 70% were first-time home buyers for us. I think the national average was lower than that, though. I think it was like 30-40%. I think rents have gone up substantially, and so really your overall housing cost is elevated compared to what our parents were paying. Sellers are very willing to negotiate with them right now. Same with builders. A lot of builders are giving away a lot of incentives to buy.
Cook told me that despite the positive trends for the future, the Treasure Valley is still lacking in the number of homes for its populace and will need to find long-term solutions as the area continues to grow. But for the Heisers, a welcome surprise, a new home to start their future at a price they never would have expected. In studio, Dakota Kestets, DJ, reporting.